See shadow, it's all I know. Tell me now, where did you go? I lost the light, losing your eyes. I come you down, let it shine. I see shadow, it's all I know. Tell me now, where did you go? You go.
Hello Aquarius, welcome to your May 1st through 15th reading. I am Princess India if you're new. If you're family, welcome back my friend. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into you guys reading. We're going to be looking at you as well as your person of interest and the energies between you all. And of course, you know, at the end we're going to toss out the dice of resonance. So we're going to ask Spirit to give us clear and direct guidance, please Spirit. Anything that Aquarius needs to know for the month of May, the 1st through the 15th. Anything of utmost importance, I ask that come to the forefront in this reading, please, Spirit. And as always, I thank you in advance. Come on, cards. Come on. Because I know you're good for it, Spirit. So first we're going to look at the... Oh, okay then. All right. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. That's right out the gate there. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. Man, that was interesting. I feel like you guys feel like you got cheated. I feel like you guys were preparing almost like a last-ditch effort, you know? Or you and this person, at least, you know? And it's feeling like whatever you guys were preparing for or reserving your energy for, like you were robbed. Proverbially speaking, not literally, but I mean, you feel almost as if you were robbed, like you lost your chance almost. The first card that we have for Aquarius, we have the Chariot in reverse. Then we have the Three of Wands. So there's, man, there's no movement forward, and I feel like that's because of inner dissension, you know? It's more or less not... I don't want to say lost hope. It's almost like whatever this missed opportunity is, or feeling like your chance was like, you know, grabbed from you. I don't know if it's literally a person being grabbed from you, but feeling like this chance was grabbed from you when you were reserving your power to take a step towards it. But at the same time, I feel like it's like a loss of motivation. Because it's like, okay, I'm trying to see how I'm seeing this. It's like it's symbolic where this thing symbolized something for you, or this person symbolized something for you, and this person being taken from you kind of left you lost. So you can't move forward because you don't really know what you're moving forward towards, or what would be the point in even moving forward, because what are you really working for anymore type of deal. That sounds a little like despair, you know, but, yeah, that sounds like despair. I just want to put a disclaimer out here, people. You know, I didn't finish pulling cards, but in the event that you lost a person, not meaning like through death or anything, but I mean, if this is a breakup, you know, you don't ever want to feel like you can't go on, you know. It's a relationship, not alone, you know? So, of course, we get sad sometimes, but I just feel like I want to pause here, because this may not pan out like this, but I just feel like I need to give this disclaimer message. It's like, if ever you feel that way, reach out for help most certainly, but you don't want to get to a point to where without a person, your life stops making sense. You feel me? So just be cognizant of that. And then cross watcher, this is going to be your energy over here with Aquarius. The Aquarius that you're cross watching for is going to be over here with Aquarius's person of interest. Just throwing that out there. But with the Chariot, this could be a Cancerian person. But with the Three of Wands, I feel like you guys are waiting on communication or a message or a sign, symbol, synchronicity, something. But what I can tell you is that a message is going to come in. Whatever you guys are waiting for is coming to you, right? Next, we have the Tower in reverse. Yeah, you guys want to avoid disaster with this. And I feel like that's what it is. I feel like whatever this was, it's almost like this was your last leg to stand on and that was taken from you. And I mean, that could be symbolic in it being a hit to your confidence or losing money, bad investment. It could be a myriad of different things. But I feel like what you guys are doing is kind of smart, like pausing and waiting to get a sign of when to move forward, I think would help you or prevent you or allow you to sidestep a potential disaster. Because this is kind of one of those things where it's like a hangman kind of energy, where it's like you waiting on God for a sign. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like not knowing how to move forward, but what would be in your highest good is waiting on spirit, so you know when you're moving forward the right way, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like waiting on divine timing. Next card we have is Judgment. Yeah, this is very divinely guided. Next we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Two of Swords in reverse. So, okay. It's a whole lot I just got there. All right. So first and foremost, this is something that is divinely orchestrated. I can tell you that for sure. I think there may be a need to see that, you know, and saying this because this is in between like past energy that's coming into the present. I feel like you guys are waiting on a sign, but I feel like there's a need to actually believe that one would come in the first place, right? Because I feel this could be like something that hits your confidence, you know what I'm saying? And you guys are having a little bit of self-doubt because granted, I see that you're lost. I see you're not really sure, you know, what's popping off here. But I do see that a shift transpired. So if in any way you guys past tense were holding back anything, you know, holding back emotionally, and this very well, I'm seeing this two different ways. So this may be two Aquarius dealing with each other. I don't know. But it's like I'm almost seeing like a duality in this. It's like I'm seeing one person, like two people who both cannot move forward because of whatever this is that happened here, right? I see one person that's trusting on spirit and waiting on a sign or communication, right? But then I see another person who's also not moving forward that needs to attune to spirit to know how and when to move forward, because I feel like if they don't take care of whatever issue this is in the Four of Pentacles, which is like either finances not being straight, or some type of money related issue, or if it's just energetically, like holding back energetically, like, you know, one person being attuned to spirit, listening to their intuition and them, you know, being open and vulnerable, but the other person being the opposite of that. So like a person who doesn't have a spiritual belief system, or that has one but has kind of stepped out of flow, right? Out of like a self-protective type of energy. I feel like that's the only way that this tower would end up being avoided, right? Because I do feel, and I'm literally still just on Aquarius or a cross watcher of an Aquarius, but that lets me know a lot of scenarios about to come up already, because there's something with this withholding of information or a withholding of finances that's about, like a message is about to come in about that, right? You know? Or simply it could just be that you guys aren't moving forward because you're waiting on finances. I don't know. Are tax returns still coming in? I don't know. You guys could be waiting on finances to come in before you move forward, because if you don't, you feel like that would cause more harm than good. So if I were to kind of like sum up all these pieces, it's almost, it's one person and another person. One person is waiting on an offer. There's another person that's waiting to offer. And I think the whole thing that has held this process up is this unexpected loss that happened. So it's like this person was making plans to come towards you, but it's like, and I really feel like it's a bad financial investment. It's either like a person lost their job or they lost like money, you know, and that kind of took a stab to the person's confidence. And it's them trying to recoup or get things back in alignment to be able to move towards you guys. I hope that makes sense. On to your person of interest. The first card that they have is the Nine of Pentacles. They ain't got no financial problems. Then we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Ooh, disconnect. I'm focusing on the future, babe. I ain't got time. Then we got the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. Balance, giving. Then we have the Ten of Chalices. They finding their happy place. Then we have the Nine of Cups. Wishes fulfilled. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, I think I see what's happening here. Oh, okay. All right, person of interest. I might not dislike you. All right. So what is looking like for you guys, person of interest? This person was trying to get their life together. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to get their finances in order, maybe pay back some creditors, maybe they was paying back Sally Mae. I don't know, But the thing is that now since they have a stability individually, now it's a desire for that emotional fulfillment, right? So for them, it's almost like kind of sidestepping. It's like I got to the Nine of Pentacles. So that's like my independent woman, independent man card, right? So it's like now since I got myself secure, I'm abundant, ships then came in, we balling out here, started from the bottom, now we here type of deal. Now I can look towards the future because I know that I cannot have the Ten of Pentacles lest I have the person that is important to me, right? So now it's a desire to move towards a more established commitment, emotional fulfillment, or what have you. Now, mind you, this can be a person that you guys are dealing with, or this could be a person y'all were just dating. It could go any way, because I feel like this is pretty broad enough to where this could be something where this is a person you guys are separated from, because I'm reading for a lot of people. But this could be a new person that's coming in that's financially stable and desires a very serious commitment. And my Aquarius or cross watcher over here, I don't think you would be a cross watcher. You probably would just be an Aquarius person. You feel like you're like, all right, I'm here, but it's like that final thing that's going to tip me over is my soulmate. So you sitting up here praying for a soulmate. It's like, please manifest laws of attraction, soulmate, and you guys are waiting on God, because your heart is open and you're ready, but you ain't about none of that BS. You don't want no more towers, right? You don't want no more crisis, no more shocks, So I feel like you guys are more or less attuning. That would probably be like my single people of what I'm seeing here. So you guys are staying attuned, staying aligned with spirit, keeping your heart open, staying in flow to prevent any residual towers from coming up, and you're waiting on your soulmate to come. You know what I'm saying? You might meet them on the internet. I don't know. But anyway, so back to this energy. There you go, single people. But anywho, for others of you, I would say, again, this was a person where they took a hit, They lost their confidence. I think they were making plans to make moves towards you, but they took this hit, bad investment, whatever, and they've been trying to recoup what was lost. Now that they're straight, they're thinking about, future focus, traditional commitment, family, and all of that. So having the Ten of Cups with you would bring them and you to the Ten of Pentacles, which is what I like to see, And then I feel like going forward, if you guys separated, which I really feel like it is, I think this person had an epiphany during this celebration. Did I say during the celebration? During the separation, this person had an epiphany that they want you, So I say even in the case of this person, I don't know, went off to college or started a career, moved away, whatever the case may be, to focus on themselves, it's like I feel like whatever, distance or any type of break or whatever you guys had, them realizing the break in this connection from you helped them see that their wishes would be fulfilled in you. Right? And this is looking really good for me because I'm seeing, that's 3 9s. And then we got the 10. I like this. Yeah, it's almost like an epiphany. Because I feel like you guys, y'all hearts are open. You're not holding back. And I feel like the issue would be with this person you guys were dealing with is they were holding back. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like you guys are having faith in this situation. And I do see if the issue with them past tense was them holding back, it's like them realizing that you're their happy place, you're their wishes fulfilled, right? Like, and I said celebration, but I really do feel that. It's almost like it's a celebratory energy that they feel with you. It's like kindred spirits in a sense. I feel like they also had an epiphany and all this gaining and doing that there was an imbalance in the partnership and that it was more giving on your end and more of them receiving, you know? And I feel like them coming to terms with that, I feel like it hit them pretty hard. Because it's almost like a person who's like, I don't have time for this. I'm just about to focus on myself, focus on my money. But it's like once they, and it might be like a little bit of karma they got, why it is that they had that major L that I'm seeing here. Because it's almost like, okay, let me say it like this. And I hope I'm not confusing y'all. But it's almost like this, this energy that they were channeling, right? I think that my Aquarius or my cross watchers over here would be hoping that that person was, you know, channeling all of their resources for them, right? Like, let me get myself together for you. So I feel like this person is slightly deviating from who I was talking about just a second ago. But it's almost like this person overvalued financial success and, you know, their own achievement or education, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, that's just them. They valued that and they were putting all of their energy into something, you know, achievement oriented, the attempt to gain accolades. But I feel like they achieved it. It's either for some right before they achieved it, the rug was pulled from under them. And it's the realization that you sacrificed this connection or this partnership for something that you ended up having the rug pulled from under you. And that caused the epiphany. For others, it's more or less them seeing that while this person, being you guys, Aquarius or the Crosswatcher, invested in them, they invested in work, thinking that would give them fulfillment. But once they got there, they realized that a major piece was missing, and the piece that was missing was you, right? And I think that epiphany brought in another one that made them see how they were putting so much into another situation, like not a person, but into a situation, meaning like work or their own success or whatever. And seeing how they sacrificed something that was their true wish fulfillment, right? So it's almost like they went out into the world thinking that success or money or a career would fulfill them, but they obtained it or it was taken away from them, and they realized that they already had what they went out into the world looking for, if that makes sense. And it's almost like another stab in the heart in the sense that they realized, because I feel like they changed their perspective on you, because they may have looked at you as like needy and wanting attention. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm working, I'm trying to make money type of deal. But now they're seeing how wrong they were, because it's like, wow, I was really neglecting them. Like they were really trying to be supportive, trying to be open, so on and so forth. And it's now that crisis of conscience of like, oh my gosh, I really screwed up, right? So I feel like communication is going to be coming in from this person. But the whole issue is they don't know how, like everything I said to you, and my brain feels so scattered, I'm not even going to lie to you. That is the same energy that they are in. It's like there's so much in their head, but it's like not knowing how to get it out. So it's almost an energy of like this person typing out texts, right? And not finishing them. Or, you know, them thinking about hitting up, you know, I don't know, a family member or something, or or practicing in the mirror what they're gonna say. But it's like everything that comes out, it just doesn't come out right. So I sense a level of frustration with them because it is a lot of chaotic emotions. It's like, oh my gosh, I screwed up. This isn't all it was cracked up to be. The one was right in front of my face this entire time. Oh my gosh, did I miss out on my one chance? I was so selfish. How could I be like that? It's like a lot of self-loathing that they got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Beating themselves up. And I feel like that's the reason why their brain is just like so scattered. I legit feel that. Like it's almost like a spacey energy. It's like your head being so cloudy where it's like I'm here but I'm not here. You know what I'm saying? Because my thoughts are going like a mile a minute, you know? That poor little tuchus. Feel bad for them. But I mean, they're trying. I mean, I feel like communication is going to come, but I feel like the main thing that's messing them up, this person is probably like a very heady, intellectual kind of person, which is why I can see them behaving like this, because it's a lot of practicalities. It's like practically this makes sense, and I think the reason why they're having trouble communicating everything I've just communicated to you is because they're not very good with emotional language. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know how to communicate the depth of what they're feeling underneath it all. You know? But I feel like with them, the only thing they would really need to do is step out of their head and into their heart space and just speak honestly from the heart, right? But I think that scares them a little bit because I feel like all of this stuff like work and achievement and all of that, they have like a little bit of self-esteem issues too. Because I think it's like they were looking for their worth and value. They didn't see the value in the relationship because the relationship wasn't something that was going to give them personal worth. It's almost like they felt like success is what would give them personal worth and finally make them feel good about themselves, right? But I'm not really too concerned about them. But we're going to look into their inner psychology over there on Vimeo, Boo Thing Bay. But I'm going to go ahead and type. Maybe they're going to type a message to you. Maybe they're typing right now. I don't know. We're going to throw the dice of resonance. That's interesting. This is making me feel hella scatterbrained, though. I need to kind of disconnect from this energy because I don't. Let me get my little amethyst here. Because I feel hella scatterbrained. Like, it's like a big, I feel like 7 of Cups right now. It's like a big freaking cloud over my head on some stuff. Man, okay. Can we ground a little bit? That would be nice. All right. I think I'm Gucci. All right. I'm good. All right. So Aquarius or Crosswatcher, I want to tell you, you one of them praying people. Like I feel like you're kind of like that ride or die that's like not focused too much on what's happening, and it's like I'm just gonna stay in prayer about this. I'm just gonna believe God. I don't really think you talk like that, but that's like the energy that I'm seeing. Like this is a person who like has faith in the face of the most impossible type of situation. Like you be hoping against hope on some stuff. I commend you for that. You know. My realist gets in the way a lot of times, personally. But we're going to go over on Vimeo, and I'm going to take a gander at this person. And since y'all are really good on this whole meditative aligning with spirit thing, send them, some white light, some clarity, send them positive vibes, unconditional love, what have you. Help them out. But if you're not familiar with the Dice of Resonance, this is an art project I did a year ago. It's 12 zodiac signs to clarifying die and the ability to ask a yes or no question. In the event you want to do that, go ahead and pause me now. And when you're ready for your answer, unpause me. Gosh, I can't talk. But I don't interpret them. I just toss them out, and however they resonate, they resonate. All right. We have Leo. We have Capricorn. We have Rising. We have Family. And the answer to your question is no. So Rising, Leo, Capricorn, no, and Family. So that has been your reading, Aquarius. I'm going over to Vimeo. Meet me over there in the Lurkers Lounge. But if you're not about that life, I love your freaking face. And I will most certainly see you sooner than later.
Energy, about to get in and fuck up the industry.